Good morning and welcome to Following Jesus. This is May 1st, and today we're going to talk about what do you love, or who do you love? What do you love? And we're going to show how we can prove what we really love. We say a lot of things, but this will show you. I mean, a lot of times we deceive ourselves. The Bible says the heart is deceitful, desperately wicked above all things. Who can know it? Well, we know God knows what we love. God knows everything about us. All right, so in John chapter 15, verse 13, it says, greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends. Now, when I first heard that, I was thinking, Jesus talking about laying down his life, being crucified, pick up your cross, deny yourself and follow me. Now that second verse, yes, but the laying down your life so far as being crucified, dying, that's really not what it means. I always explain it like this. When you're laying down your life for your friend or for somebody, can be anybody, you're stopping what you're doing to go help or to go do something or be with somebody because they need you or for whatever reason, but you are literally putting your life on hold so you can be a help to somebody else in one way or another. That's laying aside your life, your goals, your time to be a help to somebody else. So I got to thinking, well, in the past, I don't fish anymore, but all right, fishing. When I was into fishing, I didn't have to, but I got a boat. I got a truck to pull the boat. I actually had 3 boats, and the last one I had to get a different truck because the other one was a Ford Ranger and it wasn't really big enough to pull it around. Gas, tackle, license, get up at 4 a.m. Tournament. One time I fished a tournament on Cumberland Lake. It was 10 degrees. Buddy I worked with and I fished. We took 4th place. 10 degrees. Literally, when you were reeling in the line, the water would start beating up on the end of the pole, and then it would turn into like a little icicle. And when you made a cast, you could see little sparkles in the air. It was just that cold. Sometimes you'd fish. It'd be hot. It'd be raining, or you wouldn't catch a fish all day. One time my brother and I, we were on Harrington Lake and a tornado literally went over us. When the vortex went over us, we could see up into the sky. And then when it passed us, it was blowing again. There were 4x8 sheets of plywood, tin flying by us. We heard trees cracking on both sides of the lake, just getting snapped in half. And when we finally got back to shore, got on the highway and looked back, the tree line looked like someone with a 100-foot lawnmower just ran over it and chopped the trees. Here's the trees like way up here and then way down, cut in half for like 100 feet. And then it was crazy. Oh, I'm still here to talk about it. That was like almost 30 years ago. But it's crazy. I love to fish. I still love to fish. Now I just walk along the bank occasionally. I kept 2 poles, a fly rod and a little Zebco 33. All right, gardening. I still garden. 50 scoops. I just got 20 this year. 50 scoops total in my garden of wood chips. $17 a scoop. You can do the math. 10 cattle panels. Money, time, effort. Getting plants, pests. You spend all summer working for something to come to fruition. You go out and half of it's been eaten by something. But I still do it. I love it. Doing what I'm doing right now. I bought this iPad to do this. Time, preparation, having someone to help me get it started and everything. Why would I do that? because I know how important this is. What we're doing right now, sharing. Iron sharpeneth iron. Especially during a time like this where everybody's just, man, every time I go to the store, everybody's just, they got the mask on, you can't see but their eyes, they just look scared. They look scared, they're terrified, they don't know what's going on. As a Christian, though, I have peace. I don't really have to know what's going on because I know that God is in control. I'm in His hands. God is in control no matter what happens. God is in control. That's where your faith comes in. Stress is the number one killer of your immune system. Here's another thought. When you wear that mask, it drops your immune system considerably because you're not getting in all the oxygen you should be. I don't even have a mask. I don't care about the mask. You need the oxygen. You need to have peace. Peace, right? Knowing God's in control. All right. And the last thing I thought of was my wife. My wife's mom and dad. Her mom is 84. Her dad is 90. Her mom fell down about a month and a half ago, broke her pelvis, broke her arm. So she was in a nursing home for, I don't know, about a month. And then my wife's sister went out there for about a week. And then my wife says, honey, I gotta go help my mom. So she gets an airline ticket. Three different times it gets, the ticket gets canceled or changed or whatever, rerouted. So we end up driving from Nicholasville, Kentucky up to Cincinnati Airport, which I found out just the other day is not even in Ohio. It's just up almost in Ohio. Like you had to go another 20 miles, you'd be in Ohio. Who knew? But anyway, so we drive like an hour and a half to get her up there, pouring down rain. And then she's going to stay there for 13 days. And it might get canceled, her flight coming back. But why would she do this? Why would she go up there and do all this? Well, you already know. Because she loves her mom and dad. She's willing to lay down her life. Stop her life. Stop what she's doing to go help her mom and dad. And we all should be willing to do that. We all, if we see somebody needs the door held open, go run over and help. Little things. I mean, anymore, it seems like we live in a world that it's all about me, me, me. You can't turn around where someone's not doing a selfie or something. And all right, that's another sermon too. But anyway, I'm married to a wonderful wife, going on 35 years. All right, the memory verse for this video is Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. You want to know what you love? Find out what you spend your extra money on. Your time, but your money. Find out where you spend your money. That'll tell you where your heart is, where all your emotion and everything is. I tithe because I know it's God. I give my tithing offering every month. But you know what they're preaching on now that people aren't going to church? They're preaching on tithing because people aren't there to give. You know, it's funny how when we get out of it doesn't matter. It's still not yours. It's God's. You should be giving your tithe and offering. If you got to send it, send it. But it's not yours. Anyway, pray for one another. Thank you for watching. Remember, God's in control. Like I said, when all this is said and done, we're going to find out it was all about control. You know, the numbers aren't there. Numbers aren't there. In fact, anyway, the numbers aren't there. We're all going to be okay. It's about control. What we need is to let God have control over our emotions, over our life. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Be faithful to pray for our country, for our world, for fellow Christians around the world. God bless you.